Okay, there we go. I always ping right before I start the stream. How you doing, Bad Faith? You will get some chunks. Do not fret. Do not fret. Okay. Let's just get this all sorted. Let's get more pickaxes out. You only did one chunk today? That's okay. That's still better than zero. Efficiency is still there as long as you're doing at least one. Keep this in mind. Seeing a little... Oh, there's a dungeon in here. It's outside the chunk area though, so not very useful. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys! It's a it's a it's a no way, it's a there it is. Yeah, that is in fact what they're saying in the song, that is the interpretation I choose to believe. I'm surprised the baby zombie lasted longer. Anyways, doing every chunk from grass level to bedrock. Yeah, makes sense. It's just, with a project this size though, I would probably go insane trying to do that. I will not acknowledge this, did you know. Anyways, I should not waste too much time, because it is pretty late for me to do two chunks, so I need to not waste much time. Let's get to it, shall we? Oh, stats. Right before. Just gotta make sure I always remember seeing the stats. Okay. Perfect. And then this is the spot I'm gonna start. Okay. Anyways, welcome everyone. It is time. Okay, I think the best thing I can do for myself is just start immediately making it impossible for these zombies to get me, if I can. Yeah, I would do 2 by 2. I found 2 by 2 to be the most efficient. Yeah, it's just more efficient in the long run. I think technically 3 by 2 is faster, but only if you're really consistent at it and if you don't mind killing your wrists. But in my experience, 2 by 2 was way better. Yeah. That's also why it's kind of easier to just do it all at the same time. You build up the strength, and then Deep Slate becomes really easy in comparison. Mm-hmm. Just because they feel like it. Man. It didn't make your crustacea difficulties on the bot. It's true. How you doing, Ideal? Tired, but okay. Yeah. Same boat. Same boat. My day was really weird today. So like normally, Saturday is an off day for me from work, but really weird set of circumstances happened where I didn't work a full shift, but I did go in for like 4 hours. Despite being completely exhausted. So I feel pretty weird, not gonna lie. Like low-key, I think I got a headache after that, but it's okay. I will let the deep slate soothe me. Deep slate therapy, indeed. Okay, well, if they want to hang out in there, I can just make it impossible for them to leave. I'm trying to think about how I want to plan out my next couple sessions. It's a place called House of Momo that you just found recently. Where's this at? Kingston, Ontario. I see. Well, did you visit my house or not? Sean Kingston. Oh boy, somebody better call 911. My tomorrows you're leaving. Keep me updated if you do so. Either that or Gangnam Style? What are you talking about? Oh, that is a lot of silverfish. Korean restaurant in the same area. Oh, wait. You know, I think I've actually seen that on Google Maps before, just randomly scrolling. I mean, going to House of Momo would be cool, but going to Gangnam Style would also be really epic. If you go to either, that would be awesome. Oh, ideal. Actually, I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but you know the Osu server called Titanic? I've been playing on there recently. It's kind of fun. I've mainly been score farming. Yeah, this is mappable. I don't see why not. Old map server, yeah, it's all maps ranked 2007 to 2014. And then I think also maps that were submitted before 2015 ranked up to 2023. If I remember exactly the criteria for it. So anything that was submitted in 2014 but still ranked up to 2023 is ranked. And then I think on top of that, they also just rank other maps that are in old map spirit. But generally, it's like the vast majority of the maps are 2007 to 2014 maps. Yeah. But anyways, I recently reached a 10 billion rank score on there, which puts me at like number 8, which is funny. Yeah. I've been doing something which I think is kind of cool, which is that I have a 100% FC rate. Because I literally play every map with sudden death. So I feel like that's kind of cool. It's nice to have FCs. Or 0 non-FCs. Oh, I do not like this part of the song. Not a fan of that. Ouch. But anyways, the problem is that I'm kind of a coughing baby versus the #1 rank score on the server, the #1 player rather, because the #1 score player is Easy Champ, so it's kind of hard to compete with someone with that skill level. I mean, he literally has Hard Rock FC and Nomad SS on Freedom Dive on that server. He's literally just doing laps in terms of just being better than everyone. The only person who's actually, like, comparable, if not just straight up higher skill level on the server that's active is Ferret IRL, who's #1 in performance points. But is not really playing for rank score at all. Yeah, but Easy Champ has like 25 billion rank score. Although, to be fair, he also is playing maps that were definitely not Bancho ranked maps. Because some of those exist too, where like maps that weren't ranked on Bancho, but are in the spirit of like older mapping, are ranked on there as well. Like just through like community effort. And one of the maps that got loved on there is Mashiro Symphony, which does not have the score integer limit problem, so it gives 2.8 billion for a Nomad FC. Yeah, they have it so that it doesn't have score integer problems. Yeah, on Titanic, not on actual OC. Yeah. But yeah, he has a leaderboard and Easy Champ FC'd it. So a lot of his score is just that map alone. He also has a Nomad FC on the Unforgiving as well. So... which is a map I'm never gonna play again. Dude, I still cannot believe I actually FC'd the Unforgiving. I probably had a 140 BPM heart rate for like 30 minutes straight when I played that map, dude. I was actually having the worst time of my life. It's the most unforgiving low-star map ever. Because the hardest part of the map, the only hard part of the map, is literally 10 minutes in. So if you could FC that section, the rest of the map's honestly not very hard. Except when you have nerves. Like, the rest of the map is, like, barely 4-star. in the middle of the night is around 10 minutes in, which is the actual hard part of the map set. Or just the map, I mean. $19.96 speed mapping. I mean, a map that I saw that had a leaderboard on there was a map that literally got lost to time. Like a long marathon map from 2007. One that I was not aware of existing. I would consider that 1996 speed mapping. Low-key though, it's fun to play on there. It's really the only fun I've been having with Osu anymore recently. Yeah. Not to say that I've not been abusing high score maps myself on there. It's just I'm not as good as someone like Easy Champ where I can just FC Unforgiving on command and FC Mashura Symphony without dying of heart attack, you know? Yeah. I mean, I think the main focus is like actual old graveyard maps, or just like maps that people are more aware of. Also, I'm not sure they would rank an entire map set if only one difficulty is an old difficulty. But yep. Hey Leaf, how you doing? Yeah. No, it's Tsar Bomba. True. We are blowing up the Siberian forest with this one. Have I ever played League of Legends? I think I played League of Legends for a collective lifetime total of 5 minutes. So effectively, no. Then the question doesn't work. What other games have I played? I mean, obviously Osu. The other main game I played in the last decade, a significant amount of hours, is Rocket League. So a different league, but much more enjoyable one, or at least it used to be. And then I just play other smaller games that aren't nearly as long from time to time. I've been playing the occasional Feeding Frenzy 2. But I don't really play a lot of games, to be honest. That's not really my style. Feeding Frenzy 2 mention. I need to play more of it. I just haven't had any time in the last week. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My streaming schedule is probably gonna be very, very variable in the next few weeks because with the nature of my job, Thanksgiving season is literally the busiest time of the entire year at my job. So I might get completely wiped out energy and time wise. Continue sub-hour run. What's like the fastest time anyone's actually completed that game? I don't have any idea. $53 minutes. That's fast. Considering how long it's taking me to get to like the first major point in the game. The speedrun page is very dominated by Chinese players. That is awesome. I'm really glad the Chinese community loves this game. If I had to pick a partner solely based on the main mod they play on OSU, what mod would you pick? Touch device. Lock it in. Only correct answer. Mainly because my partner literally is a touch device player. And is an OSU player. And is better than me at OSU. So, it's a really easy answer. 7 out of the top 10 are Chinese. Awesome. They know what's up. Yeah. If you know the OSU player Goink, then that's who I am referring to. But yeah. I won't lie, that's a kind of a weird question though, if I didn't actually have an answer. Like, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to answer that. I mean, I could answer with the next best OSU mod in history. No video. If you know, you know. Cinematic mod. Incredible. Target practice. You think we despise dating a DT player? I don't know. I don't really think about that very much. I think there's only like one mod in the game I would even discriminate against at all, and that's the hidden mod. Also, DT is way too broad. Because there is very different types of DT players. There's like DT aim players, DT speed players, DT like finger control players. There is a wide spectrum of DT types. Like DT is its own like classification of player. They don't play Usu for the music. That's true, actually. If you play Usu for the music, you play Nightcore. This is a true. Speaking of Nightcore. Oh boy. So what's up, Muffin? How you doing? What's up, Grill? Welcome on in, everyone. Yo, yo, yo. DT's son or Hard Rock daughter. I will take my... I will take neither. I will take the non-binary nomad player. Moss son or explosive TNT daughter. We are putting them up for adoption. There will be no more children. The type of child matters not when they will be microwaved in the end. This is a true. Made of dome made of granite. Why did you do this? For what purpose? Truth nuke or a live bioweapon? Finally, some real questions. Yeah, granite's fine. Diarrhea is the one that's really awful. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, but we actually don't really deal with diarrhea anymore. As far as I can tell, blocks like granite, diorite, and andesite don't spawn below the mixed layers, like below Y0. I don't think I'll be doing this. I think I want my stream to be watchable, actually. You know, low-key, I did not register that we've been listening to the same song for a while now. And I look over at my queue, and it is an 18-minute song. That makes a lot more sense. How far are we into it? Oh, we're only 10 minutes through. It is nice, I agree. I don't mind it at all. The porcupines have a message. Mine more deep slate. Ooh, there is an air pocket below us. Good news, good news. Very nice. Mhm. Okay, okay. Hmm. Flipped the stone on a trail today and there was just a salamander hanging out. That is pretty awesome.
Hello, I like money.
_ Granny just resubbed for 25 months.
Oh boy.
My favorite Einstein quote is, "It's time to do some digging."
This is true. Einstein did say this. Thank you for 25 months, Pretzel. How are you doing, man? I'm not gonna lie, though. I saw your message out of the corner of my eye in my Twitch chat. And I did not read that as Einstein at first. I'm gonna be real. But anyways. Black with some blue. Gonna sleep soon. Chillin'. Nice. Well, enjoy some blocks before you rest. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate your support as always. Hopefully work's not killing ya. This economy needs more chunk money to be saved. On it. I will resuscitate the economy single-handedly. This will be the opposite of the tariffs. How you doing, Meowk? I think that's also why I misread Einstein the way I did in my brain. Gonna go back to Poland for Christmas. Very nice. Glad to hear that. Well, thankfully Einstein's not in my world, so no explosions here. Ooh, even more air pocket and some deep dark. Just in time for this pickaxe to get repaired. Yeah, that's probably not going to be Toho sleepy now, is it? Surely this You Know Miles song will be appropriate for this stream. Shut up and enjoy the Nightcore. Alright, what's my pick at? 104. Let's see how much durability we get. Oh yeah, I need to I need to break that. Okay, that's all in the section that we can mine. Nice. Something like 190 durability. Or 90, not 190. Thank you, Ideal. Very necessary. The classic. Alvin and the Chipmunks cover. Oh boy. Out there exists the best Alvin and the Chipmunks cover ever created. Think about this. There's objectively a best one. Oh, I just realized we're about to expose a third beacon now. I didn't even really register that. Eventually, we're gonna start being able to remove the beacons. Although, I think it'd be a lot funnier if on the very last session I spent most of that time taking down the beacons. That would be kind of funny. What did the beacons do? So you're exposing them. Tax fraud. The classic beacon maneuver. They're wanted for arson, DUI, aggravated assault, tax evasion, breaking and entering, loitering, jaywalking, littering, sneezing. Really just the worst of the worst. The Beacon is an Uzi player. Yeah. I think that's one of the campaign promises of the incoming mayor of New York City. Jaywalkers actually get tarred and feathered in Times Square. It's true. Finally, true justice. It's really refreshing. They were gonna say he was soft on crime until he said he was gonna do this. Wait, I completely missed that message, but I actually did know that about Andrea being mentioned on the Wikipedia for Nightcore. It's awesome. I mean, he literally has like one of the like older, more popular Nightcore videos on YouTube. Ooh, a 9 vein. That's special. And I got 21 from that. I got 9 plus 10 diamonds. You know what I wish I had? Not just like my average time per chunk, but like my average time per like 10 layers or something. It'd be kind of cool to know like how like when I reach like negative 31 or no, negative 29, which is halfway, how that compares to other chunks. Average time per block. This is a true. I mean, that's probably calculable. Yeah. And that's not like a random edit in, because I've seen that on the Wikipedia for a long time now. So it's just there. It is factual. What would you do if I found an ender, and I assume you mean an end portal? Yeah, that's not possible because I am not even remotely close to the first rings that they can spawn in. That is why I chose 0, to avoid this. I mean, in reality, I'd probably just leave them alone. Is this chunk 1 or 2? This is chunk 1. This is chunk 28. Wait, true. Wait, what if I just had amnesia every time I started the stream and it was just like, alright guys, time to start the first chunk. Got here early. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Pixel? I like that song. We'll see, we'll see. This is in fact the first chunk anyone's mined in history. I was gonna say US history, but we all know that US history is the history of the world, so. Got a new 300 on the Grand Blue. Very nice. It's a hard map. History was invented by John History in 1776. Facts. Chunk history classes. True. Let's start with pack 1. Wolf is the OC equivalent of having amnesia. How many times has he, like, started over from the first beat map pack? It's literally got to be like a dozen times. Although, he's gone on a really good streak of not starting over again. He just can't play maps more than, like, 4.1 stars or whatever he's at now. Woof wolf. Yep, mending, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. Some of them have fortune, some don't. I didn't care as much on that. Yeah, exactly what Pixel said. I just needed the mending, unbreaking, and efficiency more than anything else. Fortune is a benefit, for sure, but not necessary. Wouldn't Silk Touch be beneficial? No, because I don't really care about that. Also, I'm not collecting very many blocks anyways. assessing for 348 combo and then missed the slider. The classic. Classic speed blunder. Good job. You should be proud. It is nice to be proud of your scores. Are there even any blocks that can drop multiple ores without fortune? I mean, iron, gold, redstone, lapis, diamonds. Oh wait, you said without fortune. Lapis and redstone. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said with fortune. I'm like, all of them? Yeah. I was really confused for a moment. I was like, is there one that isn't affected? Netherite. Netherite is an ore that isn't affected. Well, okay, it's ancient debris. I guess it's technically not an ore, but like effectively, same difference. Yeah. Also, low key, I'm just gonna. There we go. So sleepy. You just mine the block itself, yeah. It's the best way to find, farm, netherite, ancient debris. Not what I did. I have to skip this, I'm sorry. You know Miles is unbelievably hit or miss. I'd rather you not do that. I'm not really in the mood to police song requests right now. I'm also just not really a fan of music that is potentially ban-worthy to listen to. Mm-hmm. If you're talking about this song, I'm not opposed. I kind of was zoned out for a moment. beacon jump scare. Government link. Uh-oh. The government knows. Drag with your tablet under a mouse pad. Incredible. Also, you gotta try that song request again, Leaf. You sent it at the same time as someone else, and it only registered one of them. Oh, does it not let you if you just type something else and then try again? Oh. Well. Wrecked. Song. I love song not being available. I'm gonna be real, I have not watched OWC this year. I also haven't watched OWC actively in years. Aside from, like, grand finals. I'm not much of a tournament enjoyer. No way, the second song ever created, Song 2. Blur was really ahead of their time. Wait, actually, now this makes me wonder, what just happens if we just do song? Okay, I guess this is now song number 1. Song for the Dead is genuinely the first song ever. We shall see. Snaggletooth sounds like another alias of Renard. Sunosu Mapper. Maybe that's the association I'm making in my head. I don't know. Okay. That makes more sense. Although, to be honest, if Bernard had a alias named Snaggletooth, I would absolutely believe it. That sounds in line. Bernard maps their own songs, true. Oh, look at this, look at this. Tough blocks! Lovely. Am I crouch walking or normal walking? Majority is crouch walking. Or sneaking. That's what I would call it. I think that's also what it's labeled as in-game. Must have a very strong pinky. Options. Controls. Sneak toggle. Thank me later. Although, before that feature ever existed, I would do this anyway. So my pinky is strong enough. Like, here. I'll turn it off and I'll still do it. It's no problem. It's just better for my pinky, you know? But I got used to doing this because of just me doing this in the past in old versions of Minecraft where that wasn't a feature. I'll do it for the rest of the chunk, because why not? Nah, I'm just gonna flex. Ooh, this is very nice. Man, I wonder if my time sneaked is ever gonna be more than my time walked in this. That would be genuinely hilarious to me. I mean, yeah. It's not like an ore. It's a block for building. It's found underground. It's found in the deep slate area. You're not tough, little bro. So true. I think to get tough, you have to mine tough. And to mine tough, you have to be tough. Also, life hack, if for some reason you don't want to use toggle sneak, don't use your pinky, use your ring finger for the shift key. In my opinion, I find that finger gets a lot less strain. That's criminal. It's only criminal if you're doing it over a short period of time. Over a long period of time, you need to You need to find what finger is the most comfortable, and for me, that's my ring finger. Crouch key on control. Nah, that's my toggle sprint button, buddy. Default is shift, if I remember correctly. Sprint is speed. So true. Sorry, one sec. That was 2 seconds. Yeah, it was probably closer to 2.5, really. If you want to be pedantic. You gotta be the second Osu player to quit Osu and start a music career. Who's the first? Correction, furry music. Still, who's the first? Will Stetson. I don't think Will Stetson is furry music. Justin Bieber. Wafer. I mean, Wafer is not really an Osu player. He's an Osu mapper. But yeah, you should clarify Vinx's furry music. Oh man. No, Will Stetson is definitely not a furry. Vinx's is definitely not a furry. Well, okay, him I'm not as clear about, but I really don't think so. But anyways, who are you talking about, Ferry? I have genuinely no idea. No. There would never just be posting, surely. Being a furry doesn't mean you make furry music. True. However, I can't think of that many people who make furry music but aren't furries. What is furry music? Don't worry about it if you don't know. We'll tell you when you're older. You grow fur when you listen to it. What does the fox say? That is that is furry music for normies, if I've ever had to say so. Imagine gatekeeping furry music like that. There's gatekeepers for everything in life. I think I am not qualified to actually input on this conversation. It seems like you guys know a lot more about this than I ever would. Dario Core is definitely not furry music. I think Honk would fight you on that. Very intriguing. Yeah, I wouldn't say Dario Core in general is furry music, but obviously it could be if it wants to be. This is Osu music? True. I think Osu music is definitely a category of music I am very able to sniff out because of Osu completion. I can just tell when something's Osu music. I get the spidey senses. Is 1OK Rock Osu music? Absolutely. No question about that. Hey Maples, how you doing? Yeah, pretty much bad. That's exactly how it goes. Motherboard got fried. This is tragic. I threw my pickaxe. Wait, no. What? Oh, it did that again. Okay. That's not the first time that's happened, but that's really weird. That is very strange. Okay. Why not just make the HP like 1, and then everyone can play the map, because HP as a mechanic is awful. What would you say is borderline OC music? Anything that's J-rock in general. Also, I have completely lost track of this conversation. Especially when gigantic links are being posted in chat. It's a good image, though. You want pass to feel like an accomplishment? I don't like this mentality. I think HP is a terrible mechanic and shouldn't be a challenge. The final push. I mean, it's gonna be a long final push. Banger alert. Why don't people play with no fail? Because it gives less score. This is also OC music, that is true. However, OC music doesn't equal bad. But OC music does equal OC music. There is no denying this. Real answer is it gives less PP. If you're playing a map for passing, you are not getting PP from the map. So this is a moot point. Also, we've listened to quite a bit of non-OC music on the stream today. It just so happened that we got a big streak of OC music in the last little bit. Unfortunately, I think because of Osu, I actually don't really mind OC music. But there's still some things that I would classify as OC music that I legitimately cannot listen to. No matter how much I've been exposed to it. Thank you, Bat. Any music can be OC music if someone maps it? No, that's not true. There's some songs that have been mapped on OC that are absolutely not OC music. Being mapped on Osu does not mean it's Osu music. There's a high correlation, but it's not one-to-one. There's also plenty of songs that are Osu music that have not been mapped on Osu. This is true, Bat. Oh, lava. Yeah, honestly, a lot of Toho music is absolutely Osu music, but I love Toho music. There's so many good Toho artists. Dark Phoenix clears Demetori. I really love both. I think I still prefer Demetori over the two, but they're both insanely good. DJ Sharpnel is not OC music. Okay, well, I don't know what ITG is, so it's not real. Yeah, Eastern Dream literally clears every song ever made, so... I thought you were old. Okay. I don't know how old you think I am. "57. You're my age. I don't know how old you are. Close enough. I'm 26. I still don't know what ITG means. In the groove. Oh! Oh, I've never played that, so... I've heard of it, but... I forgot that it exists, and I've never played it. I'm not a rhythm game player, by the way. Being old doesn't mean I would know every rhythm game. Like, I don't know if you guys believe this or not, but, like, Osu is pretty much the only rhythm game I've actually played in my life. Okay, this is an interesting dilemma here. Oh, okay. Oh. That's inefficient. This is a really weird area of lava. I'm not trying to pick up the source blocks. I'm trying to turn them into obsidian. No, I literally have never played any other rhythm games for any serious amount of time other than Osu. I think that's partially because I'm not really into music like a lot of people in this chat are. I don't hate music, but I'm just also not a music head. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Bad faith Osu. You're asking questions sometimes that literally are just complete rage bait. I'm not sure what you want me to actually say. This is true. I'm not really that upset by it, but it's just like, yeah, I mean, I can't turn lava into obsidian in the nether. I don't really have a response to that. So that's why I will not be mining in the nether. Also, mining in the nether would be genuinely boring. I'd rather just keep expanding the overworld chunks rather than mining in other dimensions. Also, my apologies if I missed anything in chat. Chat's going a lot faster than I am used to. I can't believe the chat's not dead. Dead chat. Anyways, we're just about at the end here for this first chunk. Like I said, doing 2 chunks tonight, so I cannot dilly-dally. I must start quickly on this next one as soon as I finish this one. Because it is a little later than I would like. About a small salad? No. I must have my deep slate. How you doing, Rio? Alright, here we go. Yay! World record! It's true, it's true. As our 3rd beacon exposed. Very nice. We got 23 obsidian, 41 diamonds. Wow. Stats. This will be important for me when I punch stuff into the spreadsheet. Cool. Okay. Okay. Another one. Yes. Let me just punch this in real quick. Oh, I want to show you guys what this looks like from above now, because we finished another diagonal pattern. Yeah, we're gonna do one more. But let's take a quick peek. Yeah, I think it's just... the obsidian is just kind of fun. Alright, look at this, guys. Ooh, I accidentally forgot. I don't have this on, but... ooh, that looks cool. It's starting to look like something. It's rippling out a little. It's eating through. Oh, here, let me turn up my render so we can actually get more of a perspective, but yeah. Starting to get through. We're almost at 3%, guys. Can you believe it? Just 2 more chunks, between 2 and 3 chunks away from 3%. Because it's technically a decimal, but yeah. Almost 3%. Obviously, that's just for the fully mined chunks, but still. Anyways, yeah, I just mean by fully mined chunks. Obviously, the whole project is a lot more than just 3%. Anyways. By the way, this area is still hilarious to me. There's probably a bajillion eggs here. There is 300 eggs almost in that corner. Okay. That is unbelievable. Anyways. Gonna play Taker right now. Okay, have fun. I will have more fun mining chunks, in my opinion. But I hope you have fun. Also, definitely OC music right here. I found dungeon spawners when I mined down. I haven't found any since I've done the chunk mine down method, but I've definitely found dungeons already. I'm not in the version that trial chambers exists. I'm playing 1.19. So, anyways, I need to not dilly-dally. Let me just quickly drink water, and then we shall start. Oh, I should charge my phone while I remember. That is not charging. There we go. Why is it... Hold on, this is being stupid. There we go. Okay. This is probably most efficient spot. Anyways, let's begin. Oh. I thought I was gonna mine the block a little faster. Little air pocket to start, though. A false start, true. Or let's do this. What an interesting area. Okay, that's probably fine. Let me get back up. Oh, I should turn my render down. That's probably why my movement feels off. Need a drum. I see. Welcome back. Really want to get back into art, but it's too late, so tomorrow. Go for it. Accidentally contracted the Russian mapping disease. This is so sad. We should just start calling everything OC music, low-key. Okay, but define old style, because old could mean 2008 or it could mean like 2015. Are we talking about old or old? Op style. Oh, so garbage. I don't know. I never liked op maps. Op maps were some of my least favorite 2008 maps to play. Your favorite Usu music after Toho is Susumu? That's fair. Op is funny. He is funny, but it's not as funny when you have to play all of them. All the way through. Let me just make sure this is all in the same area still. Looks like it. Okay, this is an interesting one. This one has a lot of, like, air pocket, but it's kind of narrow. So, I don't know how much of a difference it'll actually end up making. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I think I completely lost track of what you're even talking about, Pixel. When am I mining the Nutty Buddy cave? Oh no. I don't even want to think about that, man. Oh, for real? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, then this is definitely OC music, by definition. Oh, man. Alright. Let's keep going. Keep going. It feels weird when my chat is actually lively, but I don't really have much I can say to add. Sometimes you'll talk about things that I just really have no input that I can actually add. Seidosis? I don't know who any of these people are, I'm gonna be real. Made a few songs for World Cups and such. I don't really watch OWC. That's probably why I don't know. I am out of the loop. I feel like as time has gone on, I've become more and more out of the loop when it comes to Usu in general. Are you supposed to drink the World Cup? Only if you are the world. Because it's the world's cup, after all. This probably isn't mapped on Osu, but I could see this being Osu music. The World Cup can fix your kitchen sink. This artist isn't ranked yet. Okay. I think this could be Usu music. You could sneak it in there. But you can't fool me. Huh. Yeah, like that just keeps going, but it's not a super wide air pocket. I mean the very start was kind of wide, but it's very much narrowed up. By the way, I think I said this earlier, but Osu music doesn't equal bad in my brain. So if I say the music you're sending me is Osu music, you do not need to take this as an insult. It's just hard for me to not think Osu music when I hear stuff. You're offended? Hi, offended. OC music is picked based on what music people think are good. Well, that's not true. There's plenty of mappers out there that map songs specifically not because they like the song or think it's a good song, but because people will play the song. I mean, a lot of anime music is mapped exactly for that point. I mean, obviously, there's also just a lot of people that want to play anime music, but I feel like that isn't always necessarily because the mapper loves anime music. This is definitely not OC music. You block those out in your mind. Unfortunately, I had to play all of them back. So that's why my sense for OC music is like very much ingrained in my head. I literally cannot think. I literally listen to every song and think this can or can't be mapped to OC. It's just like a habit at this point. OC music is whatever would be popular in the anime community. Yeah, for the most part. That's not a bad way to describe OC music. It's kind of hard for me to actually describe into words, but when I hear it, I know it. That's why I think I said earlier, like, a lot of just J-rock in general is just borderline OC music. Just because people in the anime sphere would like J-rock, even if it's not necessarily in anime. Grimace smoking weed.jpg is not OC music. Unless you want to define OC music as it has been mapped on OC. But I could not, in good conscience, say that that is OC music. That my brain does not agree with that assessment. I feel like if I included that in my headspace of OC music, I would be including basically everything else. I also feel like in general, songs that are like popular, like really popular, but not necessarily on OSU, would not be OC music. Like, just anything that has been mapped on OSU, but is also just really popular mainstream, like that is obviously not OC music. That's what I'm trying to say. Britney Spears makes OC music. I disagree. Definitely not OC music. If I hear a song at my work, either they're an OC player or it's not OC music. Although, you know, I was at work today and I did hear a suspicious amount of songs that were mapped on OSU in this guy's playlist today. But none of it was Japanese. So that's what like didn't like make me immediately think OSU player. But like so many of the songs in the playlist have been mapped on OSU. It felt like Pishy Fat was in my work area playing everything he's mapped, essentially. That's how the playlist felt. Oh, pickaxe. 29 durability. We're chilling. No pickaxe breaking today. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, a little close, but we're chilling. I think if you try hard enough, you could make any artist or any type of music into OC music. But with some types and some artists, like some types of music, you would have to really force it to associate it with Osu. Like the song I'm listening to right now, you would have to try really hard to make me associate it as Osu music. Watching chunks on flat screen. Watching chunks on the telly. I love the telly. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, my neck feels kind of stiff. I need to like sit in a different position. I should start sitting at like... I should slouch all the way in my chair. Like my back is on the seat of the chair. That's what I should start doing. Oh. Oh wait, I forgot these blocks. Hey. Okay. Okay, but the real question is, are you eating a pizza while watching the chunks on the TV? Toast? That's basically a pizza if you don't look too hard at it. Okay, slouching is actually very uncomfortable. Appreciate the Osu community for at least not claiming every song mapped in Osu is Osu music. True. Actually, you know what? I do remember though, I opened up a YouTube video for like a pretty old Toho arrangement. And literally the top comment from like 12 years ago was like, "This is my favorite Osu song." So they still do it too, but it makes more sense with something like Toho. Where Toho definitely codes as Osu music. But yeah, from what I understand, Geometry Dash, from my understanding, is a little worse about it. Zune is your favorite OC artist. True. Yay, spicy bulldog noodles for dinner earlier, now your stomach hurts. I'm sorry to hear. I hope it was still delicious. I love bulldog. Zone Luis. How you doing, man? What is up? How goes it? Saw Geometry Dash comments on a false noise song that wasn't used in GD in the first place. Yeah. Bulldog cheese carbonara. That is my absolute favorite bulldog, hands down. That's my goat of bulldog. If you want one that's still spicy but not like incredibly awful, that one is way better. In my opinion. You should get that one. Oh god, what am I listening to? Is this a skip? Oh nah. What are we listening to? This feels like mobile game advertising music. I am skipping this. Oh boy. We definitely got some music going. Okay, I like this one better than the last one, at the very least. This one's a little more whimsical. Yeah, that's usually the experience on this stream, Bat. There was times where I would specifically ask people in the chat when I was doing like really long streams to just give me the most psychotic like shifts in tone back and forth that we could possibly think of. And we would go from like literal like sad, depressed white girl music to just the most unbelievable noise music you will ever hear. Oh, I know you got psychotic music. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. I'm not too fan of like overly spicy food, to be honest. I really like just a normal spice, like it has a kick, but it's still very flavorful. You know? I don't know how people do like the insanely spicy ramen noodles or just foods in general. It's like food is supposed to be enjoyable, man. You like spice that makes you hurt as long as the spice actually tastes good? Yeah, I mean, that's the most important thing. It has to taste good. Mess your stomach around. Yeah, I mean, it's not my recommendation. I mean, it'll only help so much, but if you're gonna eat really spicy food, do not eat it close to bedtime. I find that when I eat like really spicy stuff towards the end of my night, it makes me feel way worse than if I have it for like lunch. Yeah, no, spice for the sake of spice is not worth. Creamy ghost pepper sauce that was so tasty. Even if it hurt. Okay, but I feel like ghost pepper is literally like, at least here in the US, ghost pepper either means you will die or it's actually just a little bit spicy. Like, I know at like Wendy's, for example, they have like their ghost pepper ranch. It's literally just like as hot as like Chipotle is. Like a Chipotle sauce. It's not hot at all. Carolina Reaper sauce, man. Alright, here we go. Food chain ghost pepper is not spicy. Because if it was actually spicy, people wouldn't buy it. That's why. If it actually was so spicy to the point it made you uncomfortable, people would actually not buy it. I think that's the reason. Hot sauce stores. I don't know. I think my tolerance for spice is definitely not super high. So I feel a little uneasy about trying really hot stuff. But I think it's also partially because if I have a meal and I don't like it, it genuinely ruins my entire day. I think that's also why I'm really adverse to trying really spicy food that I've never had before. If I have a bad meal, it ruins my entire day. I'm not good at recovering from eating a bad meal. Yeah, honestly, a lot of spicy food at restaurants is not actually that great. If you want spicy food that tastes good, make it at home. It's just the best way. Because then you can also control the spice to your level as well. That's the best way to do it. Home cooking is nice like that, where I can just make something spicy, but not either way too mild or overly spicy, where that's a gamble at restaurants. You hate jalapenos? I'm very neutral on jalapenos. I can do without jalapeno, but if it's on something I'm gonna eat, I can still eat it. But I never go out of my way to get jalapeno. Tastes so horrid to you. That's fair. Also, wait. A song that sounds this psychotic, but it's 17 minutes? I just realized. We are in for a treat. We're like 10% of the way through this song. Oh yeah, it being smoked is way different from being raw. I think raw jalapeno is like whatever. This is real music, true. This is actually OC music. Sorry to say that. I'm gonna turn this into OC music. Stuffed jalapenos with cheese. Chipotle! Man, I love Chipotle anything. I'm a sucker for that. Ooh, more air pocket. Yeah. I don't know. I think you'd probably like it better cooked rather than raw. Unless you also mean like you don't like it cooked either. Nah. Yeah. Fair enough then. I don't know. I don't really eat jalapenos much anyways. Like, the only time I really eat jalapenos anymore is whenever I get offered a free food that has jalapeno in it, basically. Yeah. You guys gotta get in on the mac and cheese I make at home. Gotta do the mac and cheese with the, I just throw in just billion spices into it. I throw a ton of Cajun in it. Throw in smoked paprika, a little bit of garlic salt, stuff like that. Cayenne pepper as well. So yummy. AC, AC. Wi-Fi has gone out. Yay! This is unfortunate. Oh. The song just randomly turned into a YTP for a moment there. Oh, nope. It's still going. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't care for pesto. Just not my thing. I didn't grow up eating it until I became an adult. Just not really a fan. It doesn't fit my category of autism food to eat. Because it's green. I don't eat green foods. What's wrong with green? It's just... I just don't eat green foods. I don't know what to say, man. Except cucumber. That's the one exception. Eat my greens. No, no. you just get a whole tub of pesto and you're like, this is now my dinner. You eat it like a soup. Red pesto is a thing. I don't know what red pesto would be, except pesto with red 40. That's true, Muffin, that's true. Maybe that's why I hate moss so much. Because it's green. Green! Except Green Deku. That guy's chill. I don't hate that guy. But everything else that's green upsets me. Blue Deku. You're literally green. Well, your name's not green. Wait, actually, it is green in chat, but your username isn't green. Come on, come on. Feel that? That's green. Feel that? That's chartreuse. I believe it. Okay, actually, the Green Brothers are also cool. I like them too. That's okay. They can be green. The chunk timer is green. You know, I think you guys are just trying to ruin my narrative. Crazy how this album came out in 1997. You're telling me this song is older than I am? You knew a guy on Discord for years, and then out of nowhere he became really insane about Christianity, so you low-key stopped talking to him. That sounds like a classic moment right there. Sure, what is the weirdest part? He's not even American, he's from Vietnam. Yeah. His name was Green? No, it wasn't. You're lying to me. Nope. Now I do not believe you. You are lying to me. There's no way his name was Green. I've seen people with the last name Green. No, his first name was not Green. It was his username, right? Surely it wasn't his real name. Green NPC. No. His Discord name was Green. Okay. Obviously, it wasn't obvious to me, man. What am I? How am I? I'm not a mind reader. I have the tism. You gotta explain this to me, man. How am I supposed to know his name's not Green? Honestly, maybe. Don't judge me. What if some Vietnamese kid was named Green? Is there something wrong with that? What's wrong with being named Green? Beautiful music, by the way. This is Green music. I take it back. This is not Osu music. This is Green music. This is music by a guy named Green, if I've ever heard some. First name Green. Give this a use for channel points. Give me a good idea that isn't gonna make me hate mining chunks. Use a wooden pickaxe until I break it for 10k. There's quite a few people that can afford that many times in this chat. I already know. I would also need to go get wood first. I literally have 0 wood. That's the even funnier part. I literally don't have any wood to make wood pickaxes. Or not very much if I do have any. $100k points, mine a block of deep slate. Mine a chunk in F5. Oh. I don't know. I feel like I've talked about this on stream before, but I feel like stuff like that makes me feel like I would have less fun. Lobby cam. I wish I had desk room, man. I would just put him on the cam. Don't need money for that. I just, well, okay, I need literal cash money, but put him on my lap. For legal reasons, I cannot do this. A cat. Okay. I am understanding what you're saying now. I see, I see. Good one. Lobby. Man, I still can't get over the one time someone... I have this screenshot on my computer somewhere. But someone... someone just yelled in my Twitch chat years ago while I was doing Ghost of Completion. Boobly! Instead of Blobby. They were just like, Boobly! And I just still... It lives in my head rent-free forever. Boobly! Like, they yelled it in all caps, too. Also, we definitely need more stuff like this, Bat. This is incredible. Even just a PNG. I don't know. It's something I'll have to think about, guys. I'm not opposed to having fun. Oh, man. Here's a classic. This is like the third time this song is played on stream at least now. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm okay. This is the same artist, but different song. You're right. Wait, can we get Chungus Among Us going? This is very important. Please do not ban anyone for this muffin. This is music in 2015. This will be music in 2015. This is incredible. Are you guys telling me this isn't real music? Okay, this is Osu music, but only Osu Taiko. This is Osu Taiko music. Please tell me this is accurate, Ideal. How accurate is this? Not exactly. I'll make this happen. Don't worry. Creator's Gambit slop. True. Alright, I guess we could take a real music detour for a bit. This is a good artist, I won't lie. That being said, 100% Osu music. Just have to throw it out there. Wait, who's the non-binary goat? This artist? Okay, for a second I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, what? You know something about me that I don't? Okay, it is funny that you did just say him and then mention they or they them. Honest mistake, I'm sure, but just a little funny. I don't think they would care that much. You're low-key, I see. Guy who is really right-wing but is seeing the light. That's what they would say. Disco. Oh, Disco. Oh, Disco. We miss you. I mean, Disco did come back. Like, he submitted a map this year. But I wish we had Disco daily streaming and just being generally alive. Disco Daily needs to return to us. Beetle Orb. Boy. Money? What does Disco need money for? The real Disco would not work for money. I mean, he made a whole manifesto about it and everything. If you know, you know. Oh, I thought the BPM was gonna line up, but only just for a moment it did. He was. Disco was One of the brains of all time. Vibe switch. We should get another vibe switch going. We should just get completely psychotic switches going again. I'm sorry. Let me read this song title just to make sure that I'm seeing this correctly. Billy Cobb, I want to kick Baby Yoda in the ribs. Very nice. Man, that just reminds me of... Oh, man. Actually, never mind. Let me keep my mouth shut. Don't worry about it. Also, this is a good song. You know how sometimes you say something or you're about to say something and realize that it's gonna be a little too personal? Sometimes I have moments like that. Yeah, but the problem is that I shouldn't say it because I'm the one streaming and I upload all my VODs, so it'd be a bad idea for me to say stuff like that. Oh boy. I can't believe this song came out in 1993. So ahead of its time. I haven't gotten finished the run. Oh no no. Yeah. I'm envious of the people who actually were good at posting. I was unable to reach this level. I think I had some good posts in my day, but definitely nothing that good. Well, maybe except the time I replied. I actually no. No, even that one wasn't funny enough. Yeah, that's pretty psychotic. That Disco would just do that in someone's chat. Sorry, I mean Beetle Orb. Disco would never say this. Alright, I will take a quick peek at this. Very quick. Yep, I am closing that. No like, no nothing. Also, I saw a post you made a few days ago that mentioned my stream. And my reaction is the same to that one too. I wasn't supposed to see it. Well, I saw it. I don't remember how I ended up there, but I did. Mood switch? Yeah. I'm glad you did not do that. I would be very concerned for your well-being. Is this not mapped on Osu? This literally is Osu music. If it's not, that's crazy to me. Need some red lines. Okay, yeah, fair. I didn't remember this part. I've actually heard this song before. So I think that's why I thought it was Osu music. But I could see someone making a crazy map out of this. Be very unplayable, probably. But for sure. Imagine this song, but mapped by Angel Honey. This would be incredible. Crying of Peak. 2000 note stream. I mean, that's one interpretation. I feel like that'd be kind of boring. Unless you make it like a super psychotic long stream. Yeah, but then it's actually unplayable. Well, gotta simplify the rhythm then. I gotta watch white woman TV shows. I'm like none of those things. Name some white woman TV shows. Monk or Criminal Minds. You know, actually, I think my girlfriend did mention the show Monk before, so you might be onto something. Yeah. Monkfish. Fish Molly. Dot oomph. I think we had this discussion before about the word dot oomph. I still think that's a really... I don't want to say strange concept, but... Am I just... Am I wrong for thinking it's just at least a little strange? Found family. I mean, I guess I think it's just a little weirder because the word dot oomph just feels wrong to me. You know what I mean? Oh my god, two yell. I literally did the Joe Biden meme. I did not mean to say two yell. That is bad muscle memory. You know exactly what I'm referencing. 2 years. Excuse me. You have to yell, Joe Biden. You have to yell. Joe Biden. You have to yell. Anyways, 2 years. It's a really dumb meme of some guy essentially threatening Joe Biden, saying he has 2 years, but he says it like 2 year. Joe Biden, you have 2 year. He also, like, very vaguely looks like an alternate reality version of my biological dad. So that's also why the video messes me up. Oh, Biden. I need to get off this vocal stem. Everyone's messing up typing and speaking today. Something's in the air. Anyways, oomph is chill with it. I sure hope they are. It'd be really weird that you had a dot oomph and they weren't chill with it. You never make a typo. I definitely believe you. I hope these 4 songs you've requested in a row are good. Unconsensual daughter just sounds like what happens in the Seattle T-girl circles, low-key. I, will not be thinking about this. I will just pretend I did not read that. Yeah, you should go get rest if you need it. I was gonna forget it until you mentioned it again, but I will do my best. Do not fret. Thankfully, I'm very good at forgetting things. No way, you too. No way, me too. Sorry, what did you just say? What? Huh? Goink? Who's Goink? What's up, okay, buddy? How you doing? TF2ing. Team Fortress the Second. I'm working, bat. I like how that one, like, actually almost works. The sunglasses over that emote. Pickaxe. Oh man. Alright, we are final 12 layers here. Getting close to finishing this chunk. Little chunk. This chunk. Chunk. Oh, I think I hear lava. Let me get my water bucket ready. Why did Baby Metal make a song for? Also, Osu music to the max here. Wrecked. Ooh, okay. I sat in one position for way too long, I think. Probably the same person who requested Song 4. Okay, I really don't want to listen to Baby Metal. Baby metal is like yes, but more seriously, baby metal just upsets me. Good instrumentation, but the vocals are just way too Osu for me. Best way I could describe it. This is more interesting. I'm imagining tons and tons of repeat patterns in this as an Osu map. I love repeat patterns. Patterns where you literally have to do the literal same exact motion over and over again are so fun. Except when they're like vertical X jumps. Yeah. Basically, repeat patterns, but like real mapping, not like PP jump repeat patterns. That type of mapping genuinely is really awesome. And it makes song for a song like this, obviously. I don't know if I said that correctly. It makes sense for this type of song. I'm low-key struggling to speak right now. You've never heard a baby do a death growl, Muffin? Okay, I'm surprised. This one's actually a good request. This tickles my brain. This is interesting. You definitely heard a baby do a death growl plenty. Oh, okay. Well, just making sure. Just making sure. It'd be very embarrassing if you've never heard a baby do that. Glitchcore. I was thinking like Mashcore or something. Low-key Vaporwave does this kind of thing too. You know what I'm realizing? I think I've just made a revolution. I use the word low-key like millennials use the word like. It's more like how they use the word literally. Actually, yeah, that's more comparable. But yeah, I definitely say low key when it literally doesn't make sense. Low key chaos. No, no, no. Me when I'm a very enlightened individual. Sorry. My bad. And then I respond with Loki. I sure hope it does. Honestly, I Goink can attest to this. I'm definitely a big fan of the anti-joke in my day-to-day life. I'm just shocked you don't expect it considering how often I do it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're a big fan? Then why am I still burning up? Oh man, there's like a 2008 map of this song. I'm not used to hearing this song in actual good audio quality. Like, the old map of this has terrible audio quality. It is uncanny. Dr. English. Are you thinking about DJ English? Dr. English. Me when I'm an English teacher. It sounds so much better? Yeah, it sounds like a real song. That's why. Oh, I already know Boris is OC music. Also, wait, this chunk is actually pretty fast. This one was like a low-key fast one. I think a lot of the time save got spread out pretty evenly. Like, this should be a sub hour and 30 minute, which is perfect, because I didn't want to stay up too late. I mean, unless we end up with lava, but it sounds like it's coming from a different chunk. Like it's to the right of us. So we might be fine. Unfortunately, fastest time is still 1 hour and 25, so this one will not be fastest, but this one will be in the top half for sure. From the ones we've done so far. Okay, actually I'm not sure if we'll get sub hour 30. It'll be close. Ooh, the tough blocks help a lot. Not so tough. Not anymore. They're broken. Why are they called tough when they're in Insta break? Epic fail, really. Jeb does not know what he's doing. Okay, I don't think this will be sub hour 30. It's just not doable, I think. It's a defense mechanism like moths have eye patterns. You might be onto something. Also, I think the BPM lined up pretty well on this song. Is anti-pattern the same thing as anti-joke? If it is, then that means moths are the anti-joke. I don't know, my brain's kind of cooked right now. I'm glad this is almost done. Good progress today. 2 chunks, starting the stream as late as I did. I will take it. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. World record. Chunk 29. We are 1 point something chunks away from 3%. So I would just say 2 chunks away, honestly. But yeah, very nice. Very nice. 29. Let me get my stats open. Let me look at my inventory. And then scroll down here. Okay, perfect. I'll punch that information in after I finish the stream. But yeah, I think that will be all for me tonight. I'm going to pause that. Thank you guys for joining me. This was a good stream. This will be 41st on the Feeding Frenzy 2 leaderboard. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I don't work tomorrow, so hopefully we do a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow. I'll catch you guys then. Good night. Goodbye. Peace.